Our next guest is a Golden Globe-winning actor you know from his work in Mr. Robot, Blink Twice, and Heathers. He stars in the film If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, which is in select theaters October 10th and opens nationwide October 24th. Let's take a look.
Where are you? What? I can hear something weird.
Oh, yeah, that. I'm catching a game.
A game?
Yeah, we got here this morning, and there's a minor league team here on the island where we go. It's a little loud, so...
That must be nice, huh? Doing things yourself. What's that like?
Hey, you want to switch places? You don't know what I'm dealing with here. All right, I'll go sit on my ass all day in therapy. I'm sorry. I mean, sit on my butt, listening to people whine, and you can captain this stupid boat.
Please welcome back to the show our friend Christian Slater, everybody. Welcome back. This
Thanks,
is
man.
it's very rare to show a clip where we do not see the actor who's about to come out.
I was thinking that is probably a first.
That's
right?
a first.
Where it's like a voiceover. I'm in it, but they couldn't show those parts. So, yeah.
Well, it is. I mean, this is an interesting a piece of casting. It must have been an interesting job as an actor because this is sort of a film. Rose Byrne is a sort of the center of the film, and you are her husband, and she has many phone calls with you.
Yeah.
And a lot is happening, a lot of information, but you are not in those scenes.
No.
What was the acting? What was the direction like for you?
Well, I mean, for me, it was great. They would call me wherever I was in the world.
So you were not like right off set or anything, like talking to us?
No,
Okay.
no. I wasn't like, I was somewhere else. I was in South Korea or somewhere.
And so they would just be like, hey, we're doing your scene today?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we're doing your scene today, so we need you to call in at this particular time. It was great.
You literally phoned it in.
I literally did.
Wow.
Yeah, I literally did. I can say that.
It's fantastic.
I phoned this job in.
And so you're acting with Rose, and she's playing
I mean,
a character.
it's a choice of the director too. I mean, it was a way to really show the isolation of Rose's character and the distance and the separation between the husband and the wife and just how isolated she is.
You do. I want to stress you do appear in the film.
Yeah.
We just can't show it
Right.
here.
It's a great reveal. Oh my goodness, yeah, it's great.
Here's a great reveal for anybody who doesn't know.
boy.
Congratulations, Hollywood Walk of Fame. You got your star. There it is.
Yeah.
I would imagine, like, you get this for an incredible body of work, and yet I would think the most stressful part is the poses they make you do.
Yeah. No,
There's a ton of photographers there, and you don't want to let them down.
That's right, and you got to look really excited. I was excited.
Yeah.
I was very happy, but I wanted to look good.
Yeah, you do. You look good.
This might go up on the wall, I mean,
Yeah.
It's a cool. Yeah, that was a fun day. My wife set it up. We had like a 3-day kind of, with family and friends. It's right close to the Pantages Theater.
That's a good location.
Yes, and so you can go see a show. And then walk right over to Shake Shack. And grab a burger.
And like on the way, you can see your star.
Right in the middle there, right between the Shake Shack and the Pantages Theater.
And people don't know, right? Because the location of the star is a really big part of this.
I think it is.
Because Hollywood Boulevard isn't all good.
No, exactly. Yeah, there are some areas you don't want to be in.
Yeah. If you were like, I would love to see your star, and you're like, you don't want to go there.
And they didn't, you don't want to go there. Exactly. They didn't tell me where it was, but when I showed up on that day, I was like, oh, boy, thank goodness. Yeah.
Did your kids come? Were they all there?
A majority of them. Some of them weren't able to.
Yeah.
But my daughter was there. My 2 daughters were there, and it was just great. I mean, it was a beautiful.
Are your daughters familiar with your work at all?
Well, my one daughter is 24 years old.
Gotcha. So she's seen you.
She knows I'm an actor.
Yeah.
My 6-year-old daughter is starting to get with the concept of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like, oh, you're an actor. It's like if somebody comes up and it's like, oh, hey, man, I really like some of your stuff. She's like, oh, you're like a real actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I walk my kids to school, and people, it's very nice. I have nice interactions. People are like, hey, man, love the thing. Yeah. And every single time my kids are like, how do you know them? And I'm like, I'm like, we got it. You got to, let's
Yeah.
try to establish this as a pattern, guys.
yeah. Let's put 2 and 2 together.
So
Yeah.
you were.
How old are they now? Are they?
My boys are 9 and 7,
Well, I mean,
and
they're
then a
messing
4.
with you.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
they
mean,
they know.
Yeah, they know.
They
Yeah,
just
yeah.
want to put me on the
I
spot.
like that.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
You were in. How old were you when you were in Music Man on Broadway?
I was 9.
9 years old.
I was
Dick
a
Van
kid's
Dyke,
age.
Music
Yeah,
Man. So
yeah.
that's crazy that you were 9.
Yeah.
Here your playbill. It said you've already appeared. This is exciting for people who are opening up the playbill. You'd already appeared in One Life to Live.
Right. Yeah.
You were Tiny Tim in the musical Mr. Scrooge, so you've done
right.
some work.
Yeah.
What was your audition for the Music Man?
Oh, let's see. Well, you know, the director had seen me on the Joe Franklin show.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that show?
Yeah.
It was like a late night kick. Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Joe Franklin. Yeah. So my mother was the guest, and I was standing off by the cameras, and he was like, "Hey, kid, you know, come on, sit with your mom." And so I went over, sat with her, and then the next day we got a call from this director, and they wanted me to come in and audition for, to play Winthrop. And I went in and I sang Zippity Doo Dah.
And that was it.
They hired me, yeah.
The last time you were here, you were about to start Curse of the Starving Class.
Right.
And we were talking about how there was you got to act with a live sheep.
Yeah.
We were anticipating what that would be like.
Yes.
And I'm wondering now that you
That's
finished
right.
the run, how was the sheep as
And she actually was from Radio City. I remember you said that.
Yeah.
Because I did Radio City, and this sheep was a
Yeah.
Radio City performer also.
Yeah, so you guys got to
We did have a
work
history.
together again.
Yeah, we did. It was like, oh my God. Yeah, so this is Lois.
Yeah.
And in the play, it's supposed to be like a little baby lamb.
Yeah.
So it's all cute, and I thought I'd have the audience in the palm of my hand.
Right.
going,
When you agreed to do the part,
Yeah.
you were thinking baby
They
lamb.
told me baby lamb.
Right.
And fortunately, there are rules now where you can't work with baby lambs in theaters. So they had to get this 200-pound, fully grown lamb. And it was an off-Broadway play, so it was a very tiny theater.
Yeah.
And, and these creatures, they're not trained.
Yeah. No,
You
like
can't,
when you think about trained animals, no one's ever like, I've got the best
I
sheep
got the
guy.
best sheep in the world. Yeah, no. And this creature didn't care when I was acting, And they make a lot of noise.
Did you have monologues where you
I
were
had monologues.
Yeah.
I worked on these monologues for weeks and a long time, and this sheep would just baa over these moments. And then we realized what was going on is the sheep was nervous.
Sure.
And also calling out for their owner in the back, and their
I
friend.
literally thought you were going to say calling out for their lines.
Yeah.
Said ba is actually sheep for line. All right, so that's great. Yeah, I mean, again, the
Exactly.
sheep was just being a sheep. We can't blame
Yeah,
Lois.
just being a sheep, and their owner handler was in the back there. So what I ended up doing was before every performance, I started to go. The sheep was the only one who actually had her own dressing room, Lois.
Yeah,
So
that's
I-
off Broadway for you.
Yeah, that's right. I know. So I would go back there, and I would spend like a good 30 minutes before the show, just sort of rubbing Lois down.
Wow.
Feeding Lois, and
it worked.
It worked. I mean, we had like this bond. I miss her to this day. I mean, spending that time with that sheep was wonderful.
This is by the way, a Broadway show is the only way, off-Broadway show, the only way the sentence you just said is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Right?
if you came out and you're like, apropos of nothing, you're like, I have this real connection with a sheep.
Right. It would be weird.
It would be weird.
It would be
So I'm
odd.
glad we had a photo to
Yeah,
prove it actually happened on
exactly,
stage. Yeah.
exactly. This was public. Yeah, this was.
Everybody saw it. This is
that's
not
right.
behind closed doors.
Exactly.
Hey, congrats on the movie. And thanks so much for being here. And congrats on the star.
Thanks.
Christian Slater, Everybody If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You in select theaters October 10th, opens nationwide. October 24th. We'll be right back.